Hello, race fans, and welcome to Off Camera TV's coverage of the Sam Maxwell Customs ASRS Truck Series. Tonight, we're coming live from Iowa Speedway for the running of the Sam Maxwell Customs 100. We have 100 laps on tap for tonight's race. We're having a lot of easy anti-cheat problems with iRacing, a lot of struggles trying to get into the session. And we just finally got everything sorted out. So we're going to bring you a great race here. I'm joined by Katie Reed in the booth. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to get going here. We had a little bit of a late start, but that just means we get to go right to racing. So I'm extremely ready for this race. Iowa at night is going to be great for these trucks. And I didn't see too much wrecking during practice. We'll see what happens once we get going here.
Oh, all right. I'm going to give you a starting grid real quick. Last week's winner, Travis McQuiston, is going to roll off on the pole here tonight. Outside in P2's Devin Sarin, the number 20 truck. Jared Mogard is going to roll off in third. Dominic Lee in fourth. And Alex Geese going to round out your top five. Michael Atkins Jr. rolling in sixth. Sam Maxwell in seventh. Eighth goes to Jake Douglas. Alan Young in the 24 truck in ninth. And Nathan Little going to round out your top 10. Kevin Mingus in 11th, Mitch Brown 12th, Robbie Baskins in 13th, Danny Rogers in the Deuce Deuce going to roll off in 14th, Tom Giannini in 15th, 16th is Travis Wright, Brett Matthews 17th, Jamie Moore in 18th, Tim Knott in 19th, and Jason Stewart rolling in 20th. 21st is Edward Bray, Michael Sunick in 22nd, Brad Cross 23rd, Zach Calloway in 24th, 25th goes to Lee Staples, Andy Diablo in 26th, 27th, championship leader Jim Foose in the 42 truck, Scott Holler in the number 5 is going to roll off in 28th, 29th Stephen Trombley, John Kennedy in 30th, got the 21 Scott Smith 31st, Wayne Hutchinson 32nd, Brian Chrisman in 33rd, 34th going to be Chris Titus, Austin Pouch, in 35th, and not sure which one of those is going to get it, but I believe we should have D3 of Pete Baskins rolling out with the last place provisional there. I believe the 70 and the 83 of Marcus Tracy are not going to be able to run this race.
Yeah, I can actually help out with that, Wes. Was listening, it came down to the last lap qualifying, and it turns out the 83 did a great lap in practice, but unfortunately didn't count in qualifying, and he will be the only truck not to make this race. The 70 is in, but is having major connection issues, so he will be out for now.
All right, well, got another parade lap on tap for these trucks here. Having a little bit of trouble with my trading paints on my side, trying to get some of these new schemes coming in here so we can get the correct sponsor information to you. But what are you expecting tonight, Katie?
I'm expecting a little bit of fun, honestly. I think this short track kind of allows us to have some fun here. I've seen a lot of side-by-side racing. In practice, there was a group of about 5 trucks that could really hang around each other, and it was exciting to watch. So I think we're going to have a lot of that early on, though. Just like any other short track race, I think we might have a bunch of cautions. We'll see when we get started here.
All right, well, yeah, we're getting ready to drop that green flag on tonight's Sam Maxwell Customs 100 here at the Iowa Speedway. Just over a 3/4 of a mile facility here. Got 100 laps on tap. There we go. Pace car is off. 93 of Travis McQuiston is got down and away. Green flag in the air for that 93 car truck.
Yeah, already into the corner here. Looks like the top 2 have been free already. Side by side, just barely. The 20 is going to be able to get clear into third. Fourth is the 18 of Dominic Lee. He's going to be clear as well. Side by side for fifth.
He's got that 40. Well, yeah, the 44 out to his outside. That's Michael Atkins Jr., previous winner on the year at Dover, making that high line work around that 77. He's going to take over the 5th position.
Yeah, I think you're having a little trouble reading that 44 on the hood there. That paint scheme, although beautiful in nature, is tough to read up here from the booth. Across the line, the 49 looking to get involved here. Jake Douglas, after starting a few spots back, working his way up through the field, going to make that pass cleanly on the 77. The 44 almost into the wall there. Got to be extremely careful here. Looks like we're having a lot of side-by-side racing out back here. Oh, someone's loose. The 75, Brett Matthews, was completely sideways. Still
Oh, he's
spinning.
gone. In front of the field. Caution's out.
Oh, and the 78.
I believe the 25 got a little piece of that as well. Chris Titus. Let's see, 45, I think, was involved as well. Zach
He was,
Calloway.
yeah. Heavy damage on the front end.
Well,
About 5 trucks with heavy damage. Brett Matthews, I was watching him. He was side by side with someone, didn't catch the truck at the time. Was sideways, caught it rather nicely, actually, and looked like he was clean to go, and then just spun out again on the bottom.
and just a product of this racetrack, to be honest with you, because contrary to popular belief, the bottom is not exactly your friend around here. You want to at least be running in the middle groove in 1 and 2 and towards the wall in 3 and 4. But you get forced on that bottom lane, your hand will be hands be tied behind your back as you'll get pretty loose down there, as we saw with the 75 there of Matthews.
Yeah, Wes, I want to talk about our leader right now after that first caution. The 93 of Travis McQuestion. I don't think enough can be said about his efforts. His first race was last week, and he won impressively, I might add. So I think this is a new firm front runner we have here in the series. I don't think anyone really expects someone to come in mid-season and just start dominating like he is, but he has done a very good job at it.
Yeah, he definitely has. Very impressive first race at one of the more lesser known tracks on the service in the Gateway Motor Speedway. Again, coming here to Iowa, another one offer for these trucks. I believe the Xfinity Series does run here in real life as well. But definitely a great performance from that 93 Toyota. Hopefully he can acquire some sponsorship or maybe a team here soon and get some different paint on that 93, even though it's a pretty nice looking truck for as plain as it is.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that when I went up to talk about him. I looked at his truck, realized he didn't have a sponsor. Someone is missing an opportunity here, man. Put some paint on that truck. We see a couple of cars behind him have changed paints throughout the season, but he's definitely one of the front runners that doesn't have a sponsor, and this is definitely an opportunity for someone. Looking back through the field, still have some drivers pitting to heal some of their damage on their trucks right now. It looks like the reason for that caution, the 75 of Brett Matthews, is actually fallen to 28th. So he and Stephen Trumley caught in that. Looks like the 34 is pitting, although I didn't see a lot of damage on his truck. Let's check. Nope, all good. So we're just gonna focus up on the front here, because I think we're gonna go green this time.
Yeah, lights are off the pace car. A couple of guys do want to mention real quick. The 45, Zach Calloway, has already hung up his helmet for the night, and we are still experiencing some issues. Brian Chrisman received thoroughput. He has reconnected back to the session, but he will lose at least one lap in a 38 truck to our leaders before he can get back into this race. Getting ready to get these boys wound back up and turn them back loose here. Pace car approaching pit lane here. 93's got command of the field in the restart zone. Green flag is back out into the air, completing lap 8 of 100.
That was an interesting restart there. It looks like it got jumbled past the 10th place driver But for the most part, look, everyone's getting caught up. Sorry, I was watching 77 side by side with the 49. That was too close for the 77, I'm sure, as the 49 floated up top of the track. 77 has to back out of it as the 49 closes the door on him. This is back for 5th place. The 98 of San Maxwell putting his name in the drawing here, trying to gain some spots. 47, 24, 22, all trying to get involved out back.
Yeah, definitely 98. Good to see him running towards the front here right now, as he's got just a calamity of trucks right behind him. He's been having some pretty bad luck the last couple of weeks. He's still fighting on the inside of that 77. Looks like 77 is going to go ahead and late break into turn number 1 and take back that position. You're going to see that highlight start to form after a couple of laps on these tires.
Yeah, 98 doing well. Trying to stay up there, not only carrying the series sponsor, but this race sponsor. Looks like, oh, we got a 3-truck battle here for 3rd. Oh, we got a wreck out back. That's 97, 44, all involved here. Yeah, that caution's easily going to come out. The 64 of Lee Staples involved as well. I believe that was right around the 97 and 44. We'll see if we can get the replay for you guys. Oh, it was the 44 and the 10. The 44, Michael Atkins Jr. diving down there into the corner. Turned the 10 sideways. That took out a couple of trucks behind.
And we do have another driver hanging up the helmet. The 3 of Pete Baskins has decided to retire early. And Grisman still fighting internet issues there. I don't know what's happened here in his last update with iRacing, but it's no good. A lot of faking out at the front, though, trying to get into pit lane. That was hilarious. It was like watching a snake come off the bottom of the racetrack there. 33, Tom Giannini, going to be your first taker onto the pit lane in that Best Buy Toyota.
Just playing some games, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the 71 is the last truck to stay out. He was in the 19th position. That is Wayne Hutchinson. So the first driver in right now was the 33 of Tom Giannini in 19th. Looking through the pit lane here, the 44 after having to bring it in all the way down to the end of pit lane. He qualified top 5. So this is tough to see him out back involved in that incident.
Yeah, it is.
All these trucks coming off. And it looks like Tom Giannini will hold that first position on and off pit road. Everyone trying to get reset here. All those drivers that are pitting here having to fix all of the damage that they got, not only from this wreck, but the wreck before. And you're right, we lost Pete Baskins from that last wreck. He completely busted his engine, and that just don't think he had enough time to fix it to replace the engine. So he's just calling it a night.
Well, you can't really blame the man for it. I mean, lack of qualifying effort. Believe he was one of those to get to the wall each lap, trying to get as much as he can out of his truck. Couldn't do it. Started out in the back and ended up getting caught up in somebody else's mess. So just unfortunate for that 3 truck, as he was starting to climb back up towards the top of the standings. He got all the way back up into 15th. Has made every race so far, but only 1 top 5 and 3 top 10s out of the 10 races we've completed so far in this season. But everybody is fighting to get into that top 8 within the next 8 races when we start the chase round of 8. If we can't try and get you weather here. Right now, we're looking at partly cloudy skies at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Tracks just a degree warmer. Winds coming out the northwest at 2 miles an hour, and humidity is 100%. Might be why we're slipping and sliding.
Just a little bit. Yeah, that track temp will come up throughout the night. That's not surprising. But it is definitely a sticky night out there. Humidity is always one of the worst things to race in, or just to be in general.
Yeah, I hate humidity. We're like humidity capital of the world here, where I stay at, and you walk outside, you feel like, you know, if there was about a bundle of paper that just fly out everywhere, it gets stuck to you instantly.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, looks like we're going to go back to green this time. Everybody's starting to stack up here. Our leader is still the same, the 93 of Travis McQuestion. He has led all 16 laps tonight. Out of the scheduled 100 we are set to run here, we've had 2 cautions for 9 laps so far. Nice little race we got going here. I think we've had a little bit of a nice run that last time, and we're going to see if they can get a little more settled in now as we've got 17 laps completed. I think we'll see our leaders take off just the same, see if we can get some nice battles in the back here.
I know one thing, that 93 and that 01, they're going to become right good, quote unquote, buddies throughout this series, because they always seem to rise to the top of the field here. Pace car is back off. 93 down and away. Green flag. Back out onto the racetrack. Good jump from Travis there on the field.
Yeah, they're picking up. The front 2 are picking up right where they left off last week. For anyone that's just tuning in and didn't make last week, the 01 of Jared Mogard actually was leading the race on the final restart when he disconnected because of internet, and the 93 took the lead and ran away on his first race of the series.
Not for not for trying the 20. He definitely was right there at till the end, wore out his stuff and just could not make a effort around the 93. Battle around the 20, actually 77 Alex Gies, but right up front we got a battle for the lead. Mogard to the inside, not going to be able to keep the momentum. McQuestion is going to keep that top spot. We almost have 3 wide back here right behind him, 77 and Alex Gies underneath the 20 and Devin Sarah. Devin Sarah going to have the momentum coming off turn number 2, going to complete the pass. Here comes Alan Young in the 24 champion ride. Gies still fighting hard on that inside, almost into him.
Yeah, that was
across
close.
The line.
It was a little too close. And look at the 24, Alan Young getting up there.
Move through it.
Gotta be careful here. 3 wide is not gonna work for long, guys. Not here.
And Douglas, speaking of last week, he was leading until he decided to become a member of the Turtle Club on the backstretch.
Sorry, almost I sworn he was gonna take out that 24. It's so close here, guys. It is incredible. Yeah, you're right. The 49 was having a great race at Gateway.
Caution.
Caution's out. Ooh, 27 out back.
Oh, looks like the 33 as well. Yep. 33 got in there too high, wheel hop, and got into the 27 of Jamie Moore. Jamie Moore went around 66. Edward Bray got a little bit of a piece of it, but it looks like everybody else is going to get around it. And we're going to try and re-rack this field.
Yeah, if there were ever an incident you were forced to be involved in, I'd want to be the 66. He gave just the slightest tap to the 27 to get by him. So the 66 should not have a lot of damage on his truck. He should be good to go.
We're still only looking at we've had a 5-lap run, a 5-lap run, and a 5-lap run. And here comes our leaders.
Yep. Yeah, everyone finally deciding to bring it in. Ooh, looks like the 22 blinking badly. Just trying to get on pit lane there. Like the 47 back behind him, you can see the 22 going in and out. This is extremely dangerous for everyone. Luckily, this is on pit lane, so it won't affect them nearly as much. But they are definitely keeping back from him. That 47 was on the 22's bumper when they first came into the pits, and he backed off a couple car lengths there. The 47 is a newcomer to the series. That is Nathan Little, as he overshoots his pit box. 49 is out.
Yeah, looked like a little 2-tire stop there.
Well, in the meantime, we have 5 drivers that stayed out on the racetrack. Interesting decision for them. Looks like it's the 1 of Jason Stewart, the 64 of Lee Staples, the 34 of Michael Sunick, the 42 of Jim Foose, and the 97 of Andy Diablo. A couple of these drivers involved in that first incident.
Hold on, they getting ready to call a race or something, or like what's going on? Because normally we don't see the one or any of these guys up towards the front unless it's the end of the race. They like to hang out in the back.
Yeah, it's not skill. It's just that's the way these guys drive. I mean, even
Strategy.
the 42 of Jim Foose, I mean, he purposely sometimes I see him go to the back just to try and make his way through, and he does. Sometimes he gets himself a good finish by trying to stay so far out back that you just miss all the wrecks. Now, somewhere here at Iowa, you can't always do that because it's such a short track. But still, a couple of these guys able to get through some of these incidents. I do see about 3 drivers up here have a little bit of damage, but I think they should be good to go. We'll see if any of them decide to bring it in. But we've had 2 cautions already, so a couple of these trucks, in fact, all of these trucks, I'm looking at the stats here, have pitted at least once.
Here comes the OCTV Chevrolet, Jason Stewart. Is going to give the lead over to Lee Staples, Staples CAD Tech right there. Michael Sunick in that 34 going to stay out as well. Jim Foose got the Brandt colors on that 42 this week. And then I believe that's Andy Diablo with the Amazon Sharpie ride, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. I can't zoom in. Hold on. What are you doing to me, computer? Come on. Little Devil wrapped on that 97. I don't know. I think 97. I think Sharpie.
Yeah, the thing is, it's showing us 2 different paint schemes. But yeah, I
Yeah.
believe you are right. It's showing our viewers here a little bit of a Sharpie paint scheme. It actually looks good. Same colors, almost same layout, but just 2 different images on these trucks. These guys tend to change sponsors throughout the week. Great for them, not so great for us to keep up with, but either way, we are glad they have these trucks painted, and still we got to get that 93 as sponsor.
Yeah, I'm still trying to refresh and still trying to get the rest of the field. I've got about half the field schemes up, and I got about half of them knocked.
That's just the way it is sometimes. We're going to go back to green this time. The 64, 34, 42, and 97 all electing to stay out. And the 49, the first and only truck that I'm aware of on 2 tires. So this is going to get interesting. Our leader before is in the top lane, 3 rows back. This is a new thing for Travis.
Yeah, but he is on for fresh Goodyear Wranglers on that truck, so expecting to make short work of these guys up here that are down here on older rubber, unless they came down last pit stop, which is very well possible. But 64, Lee Staples going to lead a couple of the last, pick up some bonus points here. Pace car is off, and here we go. Stacking them up. Green flag is out, and we're back underway here. 64,
Yeah, that was
good job.
a weird restart because the green flag came out and our leader did not go. So that was very weird for everyone behind him. Everybody stacked up. Our leader is free, but second, Michael Sunick losing 2 positions to the 42, 49. Oh, we got a big wreck back there.
93's around.
93.
Oh, heavy. Heavy into the inside wall there. Travis Twisted. That's going to do it for him.
Yeah, we got a big wreck behind, up in front of him, but behind that initial wreck, the 5 is involved. Oh no, the 1 of Jason Stewart, the 71, the 10. Oh, that was a big wreck back. That was not what we want to see. Oof. Gonna go back and first review, I believe, that 93's wreck. See what happened to Travis. That's really unfortunate. He was such a good car. Oh, it looks like, ooh, the 18. Yeah, the 18 of Dominic Lee. Right into the side of him, I'm looking. I wonder if that was initially started by a little bit of a net code here. I'm looking. Oh, I think it was a little bit of a net code from the 18. I don't think that was expected. 18 went and turned the 93. And there was about a 4-car wreck back behind him.
Yeah, 71 definitely involved. The 10, believe the 5 got a little piece of it as well, and a couple of other trucks. But the one, Jason Stewart, did get through that unscathed. So good on him to check up there.
Yeah, I see what happened here. Okay, so the 71 actually got completely net coated by the 10, but the 10 was ruined. I mean, ruined by the 27. The 27 of Jamie Moore just did not stop. He just ran straight through the 10 truck, which in turn net coated into the 71. The 5 of Scott Holler caught in the back of that, but that was a tough wreck for a couple of trucks here.
Well, yep, that's going to take out pole sitter and early favorite Travis. That 93, I believe it's Pelletier McQuiston Simulations, or PMS as they like to call themselves affectionately. Gotta love it.
Yeah, creative
gotta
drivers we have.
Yes, very creative. And can I take him out of the race? I mean, right now we're left with about 29 trucks, 30 trucks actually still running. Travis Wright has gone. Chrisman is gone. Scott Holler's actually back out onto the track, heavily damaged to the left front and rear quarter panels and the right front quarter panel. About the only straight thing on that truck is the roof right now.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Yeah, we've had a lot of trucks involved in just random incidents, not always their fault.
Uh-oh.
But I think you're right. We probably, if I had to guess, probably have about 15 trucks that don't have any damage. I mean, there are so many just small little incidents going on. I mean, everyone's got a little piece of it tonight, it seems.
Yeah, we're almost getting to Monday Night Madness or Tuesday Night Turmoil status here.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, it looks like a couple of these drivers are going to bring it in every single lap to try and get that damage repaired. I have to give it to him. The 75 of Brett Matthews, he brought out the first caution, but I've seen him on pit lane every single lap under these cautions, and he is trying his best to get that truck repaired. So, well done by him. We'll see if a couple of drivers can do the same.
Well, the big thing is those 3 that stayed out on that last caution, the 64, the 49, and the 42. This definitely falls into their favor because that pretty much puts the rest of them just about on the same tire cycle as the front 3 right now. And that's pretty big for that 42. He is leading into points. Got about coming into the race, had an 11-point lead over Brad Cross, who is right now running in the 17th position. You got Sam Maxwell in 3rd, running in 9th right now, having a decent run. Jason Stewart avoiding that last wreck all the way back in the 24th. And Alan Young, that 24, row and a half behind him. And he's the 5th place driver in the points. One driver is really going to hurt tonight, the 70 of Jonathan Holstein.
Oh yeah, he was disconnecting before the qualifying even began. He's having a tough night. He wasn't able to make any laps here. So you really hate to see that for someone that's been trying so hard this season.
All right, getting ready to go back to the green flag. Let's see if we can get more than 5 laps in here. 64.
We can do it. I believe in him.
Ready to go. Lee Staples down and away. Green flag back out into the air. The 49, great jump on the high side there, getting blasted by Bogard on the outside. He's pretty much going to wreck him going into 1.
Yeah, I think Jared was just trying to push him to get a good run, but Jared had to be careful because the 49 beat the 64 to the line. I don't know how they're going to deal with that. I don't know if the 49 will receive a black flag, but either way, 49 new leader. 01 in 2nd, 64 is going to lose 2 positions, go back to 3rd. Oh, look at
3 wide. No.
Look at the 98 of Sam Maxwell in the middle of all this. 34, Michael Sudik on the bottom. What
How
is
did they make
going
it
back
through that?
there?
Still 3 wide back there. 20, 46, and 33. Giannini on the high side. Devin Sarah going to have to back out of that. Trying to
another
at
3
least.
wide. Jim Foose. 48. Mitch Brown. 89. John Kennedy up top. This is complete madness right now. Nothing but madness.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're going to go 3 wide again. The 24 of Alan Young in the middle. Oh, has to wash up a little bit.
Oh, 3 wide again. Rogers and Geese. They got a great run into turn 3. Rogers going to have to back off there. 42, a little bit of damage to the rear right of that 42 truck.
They know it's not last lap.
I don't know.
We have 63 laps to go, guys.
Short track mentality.
Oh, 48 into the side of the 24. Alan Young trying to hang tight up there. Oh, going to get stopped by the 89. John Kennedy has to slow. 48, 41 down there on the bottom. Tim Knott.
Oh, Tim Knott, here he goes. 3 wide again. Mitch Brown in the middle this time. Tim Knott working that bottom, trying to make it work. Alan Young going to have a good run off the high side there. Outside of John Kennedy in that 89 maxed out motorsports machine. Going to have a good drive, big drive going off of turn number 4 there. Bringing Mitch Brown with him. Alex Geese trying to follow as well. It's too much.
This is some incredible racing here. These guys are able to keep it clean so far. 77 up top. Going to get that spot from the 89. That's going to bring the 42 and the 41. Oh, look at Tim Knott. He dove so hard into the corner there.
Oh, he's pushing up.
Out, though.
He's
and
into
there
him.
He goes.
Oh, big wreck. Championship leader involved. Jim Foose, heavy, but we're still green. Everybody's still straight.
98 involved. He's slowing everyone out back down. 98, 20, 44, 78. One truck all in it right now. This 98 took such a hard shot. He's not going to be able to run with that damage. He's going to have to keep it clean for just a little bit. See if he can gain it back. 42, though, fell all the way back to 13. 98 not happy over the radio.
There's not going to be a lot of happy people coming out of here.
No, they are not. The 41 side by side with 46 of Robbie Baskins. This is for 9th on the track. Look at the 22 of Danny Rogers.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Way too hard in the corner.
In the wall, still blinking is that double deuce. Danny Rogers, I had to assume he still has the pilot flying J colors up there because I have no paint scheme for him whatsoever.
Yes, you are correct. That is his paint scheme at 33 down there on the bottom below him, trying to get that position. The 33 of Tom Giannini doing a great job. He just pitted, so this is impressive to watch him go through 3 wide out back.
Yeah, right behind him. Sarah on the inside, the 21, 42 stuck on the high side. I believe.
How is this possible?
I don't know. This is so
insane.
good.
Oh man, the 20 and 21 going side by side. It looks like that Sarah might have the run up off, but that 21 is gonna have the run down the backstretch.
Ooh, a little bit of checkup from the 44 there, from the 42. And Stephen Trombley in the 78 trying to make his way back towards the front. Gonna get loose a little bit. Had to back out. There goes 44. Power move to the inside of the 42, heading off into turn 1.
Yeah, this is just complete madness at this point. We see the 42 and 34 stuck out back. Those 2 drivers stayed out. But they are really hurting right now. That 78 is going to be able to get that position. We know the 27 from previous wrecks. This truck is so damaged right now. Oh, man. I think we're starting to settle down. I think it's starting to happen here. Ooh, as we go up through the field, our top 2 still pulling away. Jake Douglas leading, 01 Jared Mogard second. They have pulled away 3 seconds ahead of third, and the 64 of Lee Staples. He's pulling a couple of the drivers with him right now. We've got side by side 48, Mitch Brown, 77 of Alex Geese. This is for the 6th position. Looks like Mitch is just going to be able to get it. It almost scrapes the wall there.
Yeah, you probably could have put a sheet of paper in between him and that wall right there. We'll take over that spot though. Keep rolling back here and looking for a couple more people battling. Giannini's in the middle of a couple of trucks here. Right behind him, he's got the 20 and the 30. That's Sarah and Cross going at it right now. Brad Cross right now having a good points day. A couple of spots in front of the 42. Devin Sarah still trying to make his way or solidify his place in the top 8 and 7th right now. going to the outside. The 30's front end is tore from the floor up. I mean, whew, he's got some heavy damage to that Toyota.
I can't possibly imagine where he might have got that damage from.
Your guess is as good as mine.
It's not like these guys have been racing side by side, bumper to bumper.
No, not at all. Another side-by-side battle back here to 66 and the 71. Wayne Hutchison trying to cut him back after earlier adversity here. Got his teammate Nathan Little right behind him. Nathan Little is one lap down. I believe he had to come in and serve or come get some attention from his pit crew. He is in the lucky dog spot though, 28th on the track. We got 2x2 in front of him, 78. Where are we at now? Where are you? There you are. 78, 34, 27, and 1, all battling here in this group. Jason Stewart going to pull in front of Jamie Moore, while Stephen Trombley trying to work the outside of Michael Sunick.
Yeah, watching the battle up here. It's like the 89 of John Kennedy holding on to that last position in the top 10. That's the 22 of Danny Rogers, the 20 of Devin Sarah trying to work their way up to the front here. Going to go 3 wide again. Ooh, 20 scraping that 22. Got to be careful. That 22 is blinking as usual, it seems. He's just been having connection issues all night. Yeah.
Another driver to have connection issues, Dominic Lee, actually. That 18 truck that was towards the front for most of the race, he received thoroughput about 20 laps ago and has not returned, so I believe he's going to hang it up for tonight. Also got to talk to Brian Christmas for a minute. Had a fast truck but had connection issues, and said it sucks that his day is over. That's a 38 truck, 46 laps down in 33rd right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing a couple of battles up here. Looks like the 48 of Mitch Brown, he is making his way up through the field. He just made it past the 97 and the 64 to go up to the 4th position here on track. He's going to have to set his sights on Alan Young, who is trying to catch up to the top 2, but it is not happening. Alan Young 6 seconds behind our leaders, who are about 4/10 apart. They are in traffic right now. Lap down traffic. Brett Matthews in front of our leaders in the 75. He is in the 26th position on track, and you're really starting to see what kind of damage the 98 Sam Maxwell received from that incident with the 42 of Jim Foose. The 98 just about to fall victim to the 49 of Jake Douglas.
Yeah, tough break. Sam really needed a good run here. He's fallen way out of the points. Actually 3rd in points right now, so that's really going to hurt him. But he needs his other competitors to have bad days as well, as Mogard gets around him pretty sufficiently. And here comes the 49 up onto the 42. That's 24th running Jim Foose.
Yeah, I want to mention, speaking of bad days, 22 of Danny Rogers, who has been blinking throughout the night, just received a black flag for his blinking and connection issues. He will have to bring it in within the next 3 laps, I believe. So we'll keep an eye on him. He is currently in the 12th position. He's gotten his connection back. I wonder if they might waive it here. Oh, as he bumps the 33, turned him almost sideways there. He is not having it tonight.
Yeah, he was all up in some Best Buy there trying to get Geek Squad to check his computer or something. Into the 44 there.
And Michael Atkins Jr. 22, got to be careful, almost turned him. I don't think that 22 is happy, and Michael Atkins, after having a decent qualifying effort in 6th position, is trying to work his way back up through the field after being involved in an incident. That will move him up to the 12th position.
22's loose into 1. He's around. Caution's back out onto the raceway. 22 backs into the fence. In front of a lot of good trucks there. Don't know what is up with old Deuce here, but he is not. Oh, the 75 just takes him out. What? RKO out of nowhere. What were you doing, Brett Matthews?
Oh, man. This race has been a little too crazy and unfortunate for Sam Maxwell. The 42 of Jim Foose, who caused that incident, just got passed by the leader, and that means the 42 will receive the lucky dog. Here comes our leaders into the pits. 49 and 01 will have such a lead. You can see the gap on pit lane here. That 24 is in third position. It looks like he's got just a massive, I want to say, what, 10 car length back up in front of him to the 01 of Jared Mogard. I think every single lead lap driver should be into the pits here.
Yeah, we had just over a about 24, 25 lap run there.
That was a great green flag run.
I don't think my heart can take anymore. They need to calm down, please.
Yeah, tell you what, if I am the 98 of Sam Maxwell, and I know that I might be able to survive a few more laps, if I were him, take the wave around. I think a caution's about to come out again. These guys don't like their restarts, so throughout the night, seeing these restarts, seeing these cautions right after, I would take the chance. But Sam Maxwell is a smarter man than I am, so I will give it to him to decide what to do with his truck. Back behind him, the 47 of Nathan Little is down a lap, so our first leader will fall back to the 49 of Jake Douglas, who beat the 01 off of pit lane. Both of them have 2 tires. So very well done by the 49 to hang on with those 2 tires after making that great pit stop.
Yeah, hopefully these two drivers up here, the 98 and the 47, get back on the lead lap. And we get another quickie yellow for them to come in and take advantage of 4 fresh tires underneath their trucks here tonight. Couple of guys to keep your eye out on. Look for that 44 Michael Atkins Jr. to start making his way through the field here. Right now, you got the class of the field in the 49 and the 01. Alan Young could have something to say about that. Who will restart on the inside of row number 2 on this restart. We should be getting the lights off the pace car here this time around.
Yeah, I want to highlight a couple of drivers in our top 10. Besides the top 4 who all qualify in the top 10, we have Mitch Brown in the 48 truck in the 5th position, qualified in 12th, in 13th qualifying effort. Is the 46 of Robbie Baskins able to be up into the 6th position now, having a great run. And look at the 97 able to hang in there and wait for a caution to come out. He's got 4 fresh good years on his truck. Andy Diablo qualified 26 on the track and is currently in the 8th position. So very well done by a couple of drivers up here, including Tim Knott in the 9th position, qualified 19th. Ooh, looks like we have a little bit of, I want to say, drama. We normally don't have too much drama here in this series. These guys are so competitive. Normally they can settle it on the track, but it looks like Danny Rogers in the 22 truck not happy about the decision to get black flagged by admins because of his connection issues. Doesn't believe it was warranted, but either way he receives it, and he is just not happy about it at all.
Well, I wouldn't be either. I mean, he's 11th in the points right now, just about 9 points out of 8th place. So this is really going to hurt his chances to get into the championship. Already a winner on the season back at Atlanta, the 2nd race. The last one that was actually named to Sam Maxwell Customs. Well, actually, never mind. We had one at Charlotte, but one of the Sam Maxwell Customs 100s on the year. Hopefully next week we're going to Kentucky for the Driven Designs 113, 75 laps around that 1.5 mile speedway out in Kentucky under the nighttime skybox. So we'll see if he can rebound there. We should be getting that to you next week here. Pace car is in, waiting on that green flag. The hammer is dropped on the 49. We're back under racing conditions here at Iowa.
A much better restart by the 49 as he gets clear. The 01, though, not able to. The 24 going to stick his nose down in there. The 01 doesn't get a good run up top. Looks like the 77 is going to have to stop his momentum. Waiting for the 01 to get going here. The 24, Alan Young, down there on the bottom, trying to get to the 2nd position. Not going to get there this time.
Alan Young learning that the bottom is not going to be the preferred lane around here. Squeeze up in front of Mitch Brown, right behind him, the 46 of the 20. That's Robbie Baskins
Ooh,
and Devin
46
Sarah.
in the wall.
46 on the wall. Kind of
Yeah.
awkward there. Devin Sarah going to take over that 6th position, trying to set his sights towards the top of the field. Caution is back out, though, on the
27.
racetrack.
27 and 58. Ooh, still hitting each other on the bottom. Yeah, that 27 of Jamie Moore involved. 58, Austin Fouch.
He just didn't turn.
Yeah.
He kept going straight there, and 98, barely missed a 58.
Yeah, nicely done by the 98. And speaking of, Sam Maxwell stayed out under last caution, received the wave around, and guess who gets to come into the pits and stay on the lead lap? The 98 of Sam Maxwell. Well done. Good to see him take some strategy and, hey, maybe he listened to me a little bit.
Yeah. You can't forget 47, Nathan Little, Dog Bear Racing Chevrolet. He also implemented the same strategy, and it paid off for him as well. Got a lot of trucks coming down here with a lot of damage. Going to get a lot of that hopefully fixed here with a lot of baseball bats and a lot of other implements of destruction. Or
Just a little bit.
Construction here, because they're trying to fix it, not break it apart. But
Yeah, speaking of trying to fix something, the 5 of Scott Haller going to receive the lucky dog this race after hanging in there. He, unfortunately, though, won't be back on the lead lap just yet. He is going from 2 to 1 lap down. It looks like, Wes, we got 34 laps to go. 34 laps to go. Give you guys a little bit of a race summary here. Our leader, the 49 of Jake Douglas, has led 34 laps. Already, we've completed 66 out of the scheduled 100, 3 lead changes, 6 cautions for 24 laps. That will climb up to about 26 laps before we go back to green.
And do have a statement from the 18, Dominic Lee. His internet cut out, so that's why he's done. Looks like Brett Matthews, the 75, going to hang up his helmet, as well as the 27 involved in that last caution, Jamie Moore, and the double deuce, Danny Rogers, is going to leave the track as well. There's 3 more drivers gone. Only going to leave us about 26, I believe, still running.
Yeah, 26 running. We do have one, and you got to give it to him. I haven't mentioned him at all this race. The 25 of Chris Titus, 56 laps down, is still running. Got involved in an incident. I believe he had to change an engine. Very well done. Look at him try to get back onto the track. And if my math is correct, he should be able to gain quite a few positions here. So nicely done by him to stay in it.
And it's funny going to his truck and it says it's lap 12. I'm like, what? Hold on now. We went back in time.
Yeah, he's a little further behind, but hey, look, if you want the points, you gotta try hard for him. Once you're involved in an incident, you gotta be able to be patient, stay out there, get some points, because of him staying out there, he's gonna gain at least 3 positions here. So that's really good to see. We like drivers that can stick around, but not necessarily to be a thorn in the side of our leaders. So keep a close eye on him as these drivers are just ready to go. I think we're down to 32 laps to go, and it's getting fairly competitive up front. I'm wondering if anyone can catch these front 2. We'll see if maybe the top 5, the rear end of the top 5, can maybe get settled a little bit quicker here and see if they can get up to him.
Yeah, I don't know about that. 49's had tremendous speed here on these restarts. Mogar's got great speed as well. I'm interested to see what the 77 can do here, as he got around the 24 on that last green flag run. Alan Young also has some decent speed, as well as Mitch Brown and Devin Sarah. Lining them back up 2 by 2. Lights are off the pace car. Get ready to go back to green with 30 laps to go.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a longer race compared to others we've had. We've had a lot of cautions here tonight, 6 total so far, but that's not uncommon. I think we should have had a lot more, but iRacing did not throw the caution. I mean, these guys have just been racing side by side so often. I don't know how we have so many trucks driving, honestly. We have 24 on the lead lap, 27 that are active. So this is an impressive race by these guys.
It sure is. Definitely expected a lot worse. I'll be honest with you, because anytime you get to a track under a mile on iRacing, it's just all hill. Here we go. Jake Douglas on the lead here. Green flag. 30 to go here in the Sam Maxwell Customs 100.
Yeah, pulled a little bit of an accordion start there. Everyone out back of the top 10 having issues going. The 77 going to take it 2 wide for second position. Nice little run down the back stretch. They're going to be about even going into turn 3.
Fighting hard.
Yeah.
Almost got into the door there, and 77 did. 77 trying to squeeze in front of the 24. He still has that third position, but here comes Devin Sarah. The number 20 got around the 48 on that restart. Going to be really slow coming off the turn there. 48 is going to close the gap up to about a half a truck length. 20 is going to dive in there into 3 and continue this single file trend up here for about the first 8 or 9 trucks. But back here we got Giannini.
Sorry, 71, 47, 66. This is all the way up for the 16th position, 3 wide. John Kennedy says, okay, 47, I'll follow you through the middle.
Well, even further up, we have the 41, the 94, and had the 33 on the inside. All of that for the 8th position. Tim Knott rolling that 41 in the middle of the track. Kevin Mingus, 94, though he's fighting on that outside. Looks like he might be able to take that position away. Yes, he will, coming out of turn number 2. Mingus having a really good run here at Iowa tonight.
Yeah, haven't called his name much. Having a great run, qualified in 11th, gone up to the 8th position now. It's nice to see him have a nice run. 33 of Tom Giannini trying to make his way up. Had a little bit of a yo-yo night so far, Tom has.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a battle with Brad Cross at 30. You know, slipping right in front of that 30 machine. Got Jason Stewart and that one right behind him, the 44, Michael Atkins Jr. But who is that little red and white car passing the 21 to the inside? No other than Nathan Little. Restarted, I believe, 21st or 22nd. Already up here in the 15th position. He has got a fast ride, but he is running out of time really quickly.
Yeah, it really is. We're down to 25 to go, 24 when they come off turn 4 this time. Oh, 49 a little loose off the corner there. 01 still trying to stick with them. They're about 0.4 of a second separated up front, but about 0.5 of a second in front of the 77, who is third right now. Alan Young able to hang there in 4th. Devin Sarah moved up to the 5th position. Devin trying to have a nice rebound here. Had to go all the way to the back early on.
Backstretch. Got Stephen Trombley on the inside of the racetrack, trying to get that truck swung back around. No caution yet off of the racing surface. He's going to get back down and away.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be able to do it. Oh, maybe not. Spoke too soon. Careful. Bring it into the pits. Nope, going to go back on the track. All right. And in front of our leaders, directing them to go high. I'm sure they absolutely will. Everyone's trying to keep it clean right now. Oh, careful, 77 in the 3rd position. Trying to dodge that 78 down there on the bottom. Trombley's going to become the lucky dog winner if the caution comes out anytime soon. Officially 1 lap down now.
And definitely going to need it as well. He just coming off turn 2 and just lost it running the bottom lane. Do have a little bit side-by-side right behind him, though. The 1 and a 44 still fighting. Michael Atkins Jr. going to take that and make a power move to the inside of the 30 of Brad Cross, trying to stick his nose in there. 78's all over the racing surface right now in front of these this group of 5 trucks battling. Going to stick to the high side. That is actually the racing groove, so everybody's going to have to get off of their line here and try. Oh, nope. 30 had to check out way hard.
Yep, saw that coming a mile away. Stephen Trombley having a tough time against the wall.
He's in the wall.
Yeah, he needs to get down off the racetrack, unfortunately. Normally, I don't like pulling anyone off, but he is really just deterrence at this point to our lead lap drivers. The 44 side by side with the 1 of Jason Stewart. These guys not giving up on the battle just yet.
42 is blowing up. Jim Foose has blown up on the racing surface. He is smoking coming off of turn number 4. Heavy implications for our championship points leader here tonight. That's going to drop him at least back to the 27th position, unless Jamie Moore decides to come back out onto the racing surface, which he's already gone. So big points hit for our championship leader.
Yeah, Brad Cross is in second place in points, and we just saw what happened to him with Stephen Trombley up top. But luckily, Brad has been able to keep it going. Third place in points is Sam Maxwell. And we've seen what Sam has had to deal with tonight. So a tough race for our top 3 in points. Ooh, 24 side by side with the 77 in the third position, trying to steal that third spot. 24 down there on the bottom.
I believe they're getting ready to come up on that smoker into 42. He's still trying to make laps here. Alex Geese into the wall just a little bit, pushed up from the 24. Devin Sarah trying to keep off of that 77 Chevrolet as they're working their way back into turn 1. Mitch Brown licking his chops right now, ready to pick up a couple of positions. Has a good run off of turn number 2. The 20 did not, but still side by side with the 77. Working around, coming to 15 to go.
Yeah, Mitch Brown and Devin Sarah are not official teammates, more unofficial friends, I have to say, but they are competing against each other right now, side by side, trying not to get into any conflicts because those drivers are both trying to earn themselves a nice finish after not having the cleanest of races tonight. Both of them just trying to get through it, 48 up on the high side, and be able to get that run and clear them off the corner.
Yeah, Mitch is only 2 points out of the top 8 coming into this race. He's actually 2 positions ahead of Robbie Baskins in that 46. He's driving around in 7th right now. Mitch does take over the spot from Devin Sarah. Got a couple of lap down trucks that they're working around. The 58 of Austin Fouch, 26 on the track, 3 laps down, as we are still ticking off the laps here at the Iowa Speedway.
71 side by side with the 33 out back. This is for 16th position. At 71, easily going to be able to take that spot. Got to hold it up off the corner. He will.
Oh, leader in the wall, 49. Jake Douglas has the 0-1 of Jared Mogard towards inside. Mogard looking to take over that position. Crossover move from the 49. Drove it all the way to the bottom of the track. Drag racing down the backstretch. Here comes Jake Douglas back underneath the 0-1. Jared Mogard still rolling that high lane. He's going to have the momentum. Got the 98 lap down truck of Sam Maxwell in front of these two. And it does look like the 49 is going to solidly take that lead back over. A couple of truck links in between the two right now as they're working off of turn 2. Next time around, 10 to go.
Yeah, what a crazy little battle we had for the lead there. Jake not giving up after receiving some damage, hitting the wall. 0-1 trying to get by the 98, finally will, but he's going to be about 5 tenths back across the line. From the 49, they have plenty of space back behind them to third, so they're good to go for another battle here. 10 laps to go on the racetrack. Out back watching a side-by-side battle. My goodness. The 97 of Andy Diablo almost completely took out the 21 of Scott Smith. Scott trying to hang in there, side by side with the 30. This is for position. Brad Cross was in 12. 21 trying to take it from him across the line. They'll go 3 wide for just a moment. 58, Austin Fouch trying to stay in it, but he is losing quite a bit of time right now. Moving up through the field, see if we have any battles going on. The 48 getting a little bit of a brush from the 20 behind him. Devin Sarah trying to take that position, not quite going to be able to get there this time. 8 laps to go.
I can tell you one thing, this battle for the lead is not over. They're actually getting ready to come up onto the 44. Michael Atkins Jr., who's fallen way off the pace after being after running with the 1 of Jason Stewart there for the longest time on this last run. Mogard, he's kind of yo-yoing right now. As close as he's gotten since that last exchange is about 2 tenths off the back bumper of the number 49 of Jake Douglas. We're going to have to see if the 01 is just saving his tire for another. 49 in the wall again. Here he goes to the inside. Got 6 laps to go. Oh, they touch. Mogard into 49, into turn 1. Got 6 laps left of Maxed Out Motorsports Chevrolet in front now. I believe the 49 may have just given it away.
Yeah, Jared Mogard has himself one win. The 49 does not. 49's only run 6 races so far out of the season. This is the 11th race in the season. Jared Mogard has ran every single race so far. He's trying to get that second win.
Well, with 5 to go, that 49 does close that gap up pretty quickly here. Only about 0.2 of a second separate our top 2 right now.
Alan Young, he's gained 0.5 of a second. He won't have time unless these drivers get into it again, but trying to make a run, won't be able to get there. 01, can he hold on to that position? 4 laps to go. I did misspeak. The 01 actually missed 2 races this season, so this is his 9th race of the 11 that we've had so far.
Yeah, he had a little quote-unquote vacation towards the middle of the season in retrospect to where we are in the season. Came back off of his vacation and won his first race. Only 3 more laps to win his second one on the season and putting a pretty good gap on the 49. About 5-6 truck lengths separate the 2.
I know we want to keep an eye on them, but I've got to go back here. The 41 of Tim Knott, 3 wide. The 5 of Scott Haller. This is not for position for him. He is a lap down driver. But the 47 of Nathan Little, look at the run he's able to get. What a job well done by him. Up into the 11th position. He's trying desperately to get into the top 10 before the end of the race here. Going to the inside of the 41. Will he get the run up off? Not quite.
Still fighting. Here comes our leader off of turn number 4. Going to take the white flag here.
You are right, white flag.
To go. Jared Mogard leading Jake Douglas. Going to try a last-ditch effort here. That 49's got a good run off number 2, but will he be able to get to him? He's in the wall going into 3. The 58's going to take him out. Austin Fouch going to take out second place. Jared Mogard's going to come across the stripe in first and win the Sam Maxwell Customs 100 here at Iowa. Alan Young is going to come home in second. Mitch Brown going to come home in third.
49 takes out the 58. 49 on his roof.
Oh, wow. Big retaliation there after the race from the 49.
There's the 58-20 involved. And we didn't get to document it because of the drama with second place, but the 21 of Scott Smith got turned by the 41 of Tim Knott. Both of those drivers did not get to finish that last lap. And look who made it into the top 10, the 47 of Nathan Little.
Devin, the 20 is crab walking. He got caught up in the 49's retaliation on the 58, which was more the 49's fault for getting into the wall and getting loose and clipping the 58. But you know how it is in the heat of the moment. You think
we had 3 separate incidents at the end of that race. That was completely nuts. But either way, the 0-1 of Jared Mogard able to get his second win of the season. And he will start celebrating immediately up on the start-finish line, doing some donuts.
All right, going to get your final results here momentarily. Or unofficial.
Yeah, I think everyone's taking a deep breath here trying to get there, the end of the race. Oh, man, here we go.
All right, here are your unofficial results for the Sam Maxwell Customs 100 here at the Iowa Speedway. Jared Mogard, your winner here tonight, 24. Alan Young going to bring it home in second. Right now, unofficially, the 49 of Jake Douglas is going to come home in third. Fourth went to Devin Sarah, and top 5 is going to be rounded out by the 48 of Mitch Brown. Alex Geese in 6th. Robbie Baskins, good points day for him in 7th. Kevin Mingus, great run for him in 8th. Jason Stewart in 9th. And Nathan Little going to round out your top 10. Brad Cross, 11th. Lee Staples finishes in 12th. Tim Knott, 13th. Scott Smith in 14th. Wayne Hutchinson rebounds all the way back up to 15th. Andy Diablo falls down to 16th. Michael Sunick in 17th. 18th went to John Kennedy. Edward Bray in 19th. And 20th is Tom Giannini. Michael Atkins Jr. last truck on the lead lap in 21st. First truck 1 lap down. 22nd is Sam Maxwell. Stephen Trombley 23rd. 24th went to Scott Haller. Austin Fouch in 25th. 42 championship leader Jim Foose. in 26th, 27th, Jamie Moore. Brett Matthews, 28th, 29th goes to Danny Rogers, and 30th goes to Chris Titus. Dominic Lee in 31st, Travis McQuiston in 32nd, Travis Wright in 33rd. Then you have 34th went to Brian Chrisman, Zach Calloway 35th, and Pete Baskins going to round out your field in 36th. We're going to try to find our third place finisher, Jake Douglas. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to bring him in, but we are getting ready to do some interviews here. Katie, who you got?
Yeah, actually, we were waiting for the 49 of Jake Douglas to get in. Normally, we like to do our third place finisher. And if that sounds a little weird to you, yes, the 49 of Jake Douglas getting turned by the 58 did indeed cost him a position. Ended up losing it at the line to the 24 of Alan Young, who we will pull in here for an interview. Hey, Alan, you got us?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Well, walk us through that ending. That might have been the craziest ending I've seen on iRacing. That was incredible. The 58 getting into the 49 cost him a position. You were able to get it right at the line.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I honestly thought 49 in the 01 were going to get into it on the last lap there, and maybe I could steal a win away, but I'll take second. I know that first win in the trucks is coming. I've been pretty consistent of late, so.
Yeah, you really have. It's been a pretty good season for you, I have to say. But just talk about the race in general. It seemed like you were qualifying about in the back end of the top 10, qualified in ninth, but you were able to make your way up pretty easily to the top 5 for most of the evening there, is trying to get through there. A couple of drivers stayed out to cost you a couple of positions. But either way, you were able to get by that 77 at the end.
Yeah, I just took my time. Basically all it was is where I restarted and which line went and how the truck actually went and how I actually drove it. But as long as I took my time and stuff, it seemed to work out. So it was a fun race. It's definitely an outside track, but you can make the inside work if you were lucky.
All right. Well, before we let you go here, you got any shout outs you want to do real quick for your 24 team here?
Yeah, I got to thank the guys at LA Sim Sport, Lee, Ed, and John. If it wasn't for them guys, wouldn't be doing it. They make it a lot more fun than it actually is if it was just by myself. So if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing it.
All right, awesome. Well, there's your second place driver, 24, Alan Young. Good job tonight, bud, and we hope to see you here next week up in the podium, maybe in first.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we wish him the best. And next week, I believe, we go on over to Kentucky. And we'll get to that in just a moment, as we're going to have to go right to our leader. Third place did not make it in this time, so we're going to go right to Jared Mogart in the 01 truck. Hey, Jared, you got us?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
That's going pretty good. I think it's going great for you, though. Talk about that race, especially towards the end there, man. You were fighting for it.
Yeah, it's been going pretty good. Ever since our little vacation there last week was a letdown, but no, we had a good run there. It was a good run to the end. Douglas, he's hard to pass anytime he's on the racetrack and you're behind him, so definitely had to earn it. I was hoping he was gonna get into the wall, which he did once, and then I overdrove turn one there, and he got back by, and I was just hoping that he'd maybe do it again, and he did, and I learned my lesson and backed up turn one, and we were able to get the lead and kind of drive away there toward the end. Feels pretty good. We needed this one, especially like I said after last week. It looked like we were on our way to another win last week there, and had computer issues. So this one feels good. We're running the lavender purple numbers and wheels for all the people who have fought and battled cancer or continue to fight cancer. So for the month of June, so that's why everything is lavender or purple or whatever you want to call it. But definitely thinking about everybody that has had to unfortunately battle cancer but has won it is a good battle. So it's a good tribute to them. Just got to thank my sponsors, Maxwell Motorsports. We're rolling really good right now. I think Brad Cross got the point lead after tonight, so things are really rolling. Twitchy Race Reports, Captain Morgan, probably have a few of them here after this, after we're done here, and Mountain Dew and everybody else that makes this thing go. It's been really fun the last 2-3 weeks. So hopefully we can keep it rolling.
I
All
think
right.
you
Well,
summed it up pretty well.
yeah. Somebody gave him a script before the interview. I mean, shoot.
No,
Yeah, really.
we're just getting used to this. I guess that's one way to put it. But I also got to give a shout out to Jim Freeze. He's put together a great league. Anytime you can win at ASRS, you know you're doing something right because the level of competition he has going on is top notch, and you got to be on your game. So got to give a shout out to him and to you guys. You guys are nailing it spot on with his broadcast. So really proud to be a part of the league, and really proud to have you guys bringing these races to the fans every week. So thank you guys, and we'll go get them next week.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, yeah, appreciate you. Running hard as you do, and great win here tonight. That's Jared Mogard, driver of the 01 Maxed Out Motorsports Machine. Your winner here tonight for the Sam Maxwell Customs 100. So, I don't believe we're going to get the 49 in here.
No, I don't think he was happy at the end. Honestly,
No.
reading some chat here.
It's
Yeah,
a good read.
A little bit of drama at the end, but look, small track racing, short track racing will do that to you. It's just the way it is. I'm going to sum up my final thoughts pretty easily here. What a race, 3 wide. Probably about a third of the night, I think, throughout the field. I mean, that was impressive. These guys hung on rather nicely. 21 drivers ended up finishing on the lead lap, so that's, more than half the field, so very well done by them. And really unfortunate for other drivers, but hey, I'm just impressed. The 24, Alan Young, getting that spot at the end. If there was ever a reason to not give up and not settle into a position once you think the race is over, it's that. It's that right there. He was 3 seconds back of second place when he took that white flag and ended up getting second position. So very well done by Alan Young. And again, congratulations to Jared Mogard.
All right. Well, pretty much summed it up there. Next week, we are in Kentucky for the Driven Designs 113 at Kentucky. That's 75 laps around that mile and a half track. Wish we had the repaved version, but unfortunately, it's iRacing. We won't get a repaved version until about 2025. So for Katie Reed in the booth, Tony Knuckles, who at the last minute got the production together, and that's probably why you saw the old IRTVO ticker tonight. So hopefully next week we have that ATVO stuff figured out, and we'll be able to get you back onto those regular graphics that we have grown so accustomed to here. But for those guys, myself, West and Mess, we are Off Camber TV, and we are out.